So the Trump administration has some professionals that work there, old school Republicans, a lot of generals, and then some new school guys, some guys who are more into nationalism, America first, and that do a lot of fear mongering around immigrants, Mexicans, Muslims, etc. Rich Higgins, I think, fairly qualifies in that category. He was at the National Security Council. Wow, that's a really important position. In fact, let me tell you more about it. This is from the Atlantic. Rich Higgins, a former Pentagon official who served in the National Security Council's Strategic Planning Office as a director of strategic planning, was let go on July 21st. So the good news is he's fired already. Now I'm going to show you why he's fired. And keep in mind that his job was director for strategic planning. That is a super important security position. And listen to his theories on what's going on in the world. Quote, globalists and Islamists recognize that for their visions to succeed, America both as an ideal and as a national and political identity must be destroyed. So this is a memo he wrote inside the National Security Council. It appears based on the reporting we have, his National Security Adviser H.R. McMaster saw this and was like, son, what are you talking about? Who are these so-called globalists, and where's your evidence that they're working with Islamists? So the memo continues. Islamists ally with cultural Marxists because as far back as the 1980s, they properly assessed that the left has a strong chance of reducing Western civilization to its benefit. What? Now these guys are absolutely insane. Back in the 1980s, radical Muslims made a deal with Marxists to undermine Western civilization, including the United States. First of all, what Marxist? Where are the Marxists in power in America? Who are you even referring to? And why would the left make a deal with Islamic radicals who don't believe in any of the civil rights that the left believes in? That would be maniacal. But you see, the thing is, guys like Rich Higgins can't tell the difference between a radical Muslim terrorist and a Muslim. He thinks, well, I already said Muslim, right? No, so a progressive would say, should a Muslim American have the same rights as other Americans? The answer to that is, of course. All Americans are 100% American. Obviously, we should all have the same rights. We believe in equality. If, on the other hand, you said, would you like to work with a Muslim radical who would like to kill gay people, oppress women, and generally bomb our civilization? The answer would be, no, not interested in that. Those are hideous and the exact opposite of progressive positions. But Higgins he's got it all figured out of a secret conspiracy. But dude, you're at the National Security Council. Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Do I need evidence? Yes, you need evidence. Your job is to protect America. You're not on a blog anymore, okay? You need to actually do a job where we spend resources in the right direction and we solve things and we prevent terrorist attacks and we protect this country. Where's your evidence? Yeah, shocking that he couldn't find evidence of Marxists and Muslims working together since the 1980s. So what is this all a big part of? He claims it's part of a, hold for this, a Maoist insurgency model. What the fuck are you talking about? Maoist insurgency, yeah. Well, the country is littered with Maoists. If there's one thing I know about America, it's filled to the rim with Maoists. I don't know, man, maybe I'm not running in the right circles, but I've now been in the progressive camp for quite some time. I've never even run into a Maoist, let alone a Maoist insurgent who's like, I got a great idea. We take the Maoists and the Muslim radicals and the Marxists and we launch a conspiracy even though none of us agree with each other. Woohoo, woohoo. Okay, here's one last one. Because the left is aligned, Higgins explains, because the left is aligned with Islamist organizations at the local, national, and international levels, recognition should be given to the fact that they seamlessly interoperate through coordinated, synchronized, interactive narratives. Okay, where is one example of a coordinated narrative between Muslim radicals and progressives who want the exact opposite thing? Well, if they've got it, for example, if they have a coordinated narrative on LGBT rights, boy, they're doing a great job of hiding it. One side is not at all in favor of LGBT rights, to say the least, and the other side is completely in favor of it. You see how they are in fact interconnected through the Maoist insurgency model. So I guess in a roundabout way, I'm going to give credit to the Trump administration here because they at least fired this jackass. So the Trump guys put him in, at least McMaster was smart enough to go, hey, listen, nut job. We're trying to do a real work here, okay? We're trying to protect the country. You obviously have no evidence of a so-called Maoist insurgency led by Marxists and Muslims. So here's the new model you should look into, unemployment, because that's what you're gonna need to do because you're fired. Hey, we found a Trump firing, that makes sense. Mission accomplished. If you're a member of the Young Turks, you not only get the whole 2-hour Young Turks show on demand anytime you want, ad-free, but you also get so many other shows. Old School, you'll love it. Aggressive Progressive for guys who are true progressives. Now also Nerd Alert for gaming and tech. What the Flick for movie reviews. You will love it. Check it out right now at tytnetwork.com/join.